My political power panel back with me now. Harlan Hill, Tamara Holder, Matt Schlapp. So, Tamara, what do you make of President Obama being willing to, let's call it, play around, fool around with the idea of journalism, reality TV, and yet criticizing Donald Trump for being a TV star?
Well, two separate things. One, a president is it's important for a president to be likable. Right now, he's at a 50% approval rating, and it's important for him to do things where he is seen by different audiences. He's seen on the web, he's seen during daytime TV, and it's nice to see a president have fun. George Bush, who I pick on a lot, he was likable. He was known to be that kind of guy as well. That being said, Obama has now the ability to go after Trump, and if you think this is bad, just wait until you see what he's really going to do, because he has everything at his fingertips, and he's really going to attack.
All right, so Harlan's shifting in his seat. What's going on, Harlan?
Yeah, you know, Barack Obama's never been very good at campaigning for other people. He was great for himself in 2008 and 2012. So I don't really know how effective he's going to be as a surrogate for Hillary Clinton working against Donald Trump.
Matt, what's your take on that? I mean, President Obama said earlier about Hillary Clinton, I mean, he made a very strong statement. This is the most uniquely qualified person to fill this role.
Look, the one thing that's really strange about this year, unlike 2008, where Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama were, fighting each other, and Hillary Clinton got better and better and better as a candidate. When I talk to Clinton associates today, one of the things they worry about is she has not been able to step up her game. She actually looks to be almost a weaker candidate now than she did at the beginning of this process. So if Barack Obama is going to get out there, I think the only downside for her is he could tremendously outshine her, as her husband tends to do, and just kind of make the same point to Democrats and to a lot of people is, boy, Hillary Clinton, is that all there is? She's not very, exciting. She's not very charismatic. It's almost like
to which she has actually blamed the media.
Right, because, those poor Democrats, they just get so attacked all the time by the media. It's just unbelievable.
So let me ask you this, more less, let's say, image issue and a much more policy-driven. The Obama administration one step closer to sharing control of the Internet. So I'm going to read here. It's an international body made up of technologists, businesses, governments, and public interest advocates. So opponents are saying this is a pretty risky move. It seeks to gain goodwill abroad, and in the worst-case scenario, reasonably gives other countries a greater say in Internet governance. So we know that Senator Ted Cruz is actually trying to put in legislation to block this from happening. Are we trading goodwill, Matt, overseas, but at the same time making ourselves more vulnerable?
We did it with Iran. We did it with Cuba. We've gone to all the great countries in Europe, and Obama has apologized for America. And this is just the latest step where Obama has gone around Congress to unilaterally use whatever executive power he thinks he has to make a bold change to give something over to an international body. And I think the one thing that we know for sure is he ought to work with Congress. His legacy is that after the first year, he didn't work with Congress on anything major except the budget. And this is once again a president who is out of control, and Congress should slap him down.
Tamara, as a legal eagle, you're a lawyer. For those who don't know, what do you think of how this is going to go?
Well, I see this right now as just a conversational step. I don't understand why Republicans are always angry when we're dealing with science and technology. They don't think that those things should actually grow and that we should communicate with other countries about science and technology. And that's what he's trying to do, the leader of the free world. How do we communicate?
People see it as giving up control.
That is not
and there's
true.
A lot of people who say the U.S. tech companies built this technology, therefore we should, because we did the R&D, we built it, we should maintain a little bit more control.
Right. And keep in mind that Facebook is now building cables under the ocean to other countries. So if you want to be a free market capitalist Republican, then you would appreciate this kind of technology and science is going on.
The Internet's too important to just make decisions about this unilaterally without consulting Congress, without really communicating to the people what we're doing. This is not a mainstream issue that people are hearing about, and I think it's very important that they do.
So do you think these are suggested in any way, can we say, because of Edward Snowden, because of the leaks, that somehow the U.S. feels guilty, like we said a long time ago that we would sort of share the internet infrastructure, and now we have to?
I hope not. I hope that we're not abdicating, control over the internet effectively, and that's what this is, in response to Snowden. This is too important.
Harlan Hill, Tamara Holder, Matt Schlapp, thank you all for the time. Glad to have you with me. We just want to let you know we are awaiting the launch of the world's largest rocket. The U.S. National Reconnaissance Office sending up a new spy satellite. It's supposed to take off at 2 p.m. It is now in a holding pattern, but we will keep you up to date.